If you now get to this point and you want to give advice to somebody, you know that those advice come from those pains. Those were the school fees you paid. And they were very, very expensive. So you charge for it. That's what I'm driving at. No matter how small it is, you're going to charge. Because some of those words, some of those wisdom didn't come free. You grew up through pain. And those pain, enduring those pain over time, brought you to where you are today. You charge them. You charge them. And if you're not charging, cash, they need to give you something, in exchange for it. It might be some people, it might be part of, if you are, for example, now real estate, if you are making advertisement for a real estate company, if they can't give you money, they can give you some part of, some plot, some square meter as a compensation for doing advertisement for them. Because your brand is a great, your brand is a great one. And you have ownership of your audience. So for you to do any advertisement for anybody, they pay for it. They don't do it like friend. Yes, we understand friend will come up, sometime. But there must be something in exchange for it.
But let me ask a question, right?
Yeah.
When do you juxtapose, or where is the thin line to when you need to do some things for free for people? I don't know. When you must have also experienced this in the past things you've been doing, right? That sometimes it is when you do something free for some people that some open doors will actually come for you. So where do you draw that thin line? When exactly do you know? Is it who to do it to, or when to do it to? How is that wisdom? How will you understand that wisdom at that moment? At this moment, Flash is not for you to build. It's for you to do something for maybe other open doors. So what kind of situation or scenario do you decide to do that?
I will begin to relate with that this way. When we were growing up, we were told to work very hard. And in fact, during those times, we recite Ishe Logunse, Mora Sise Ore Mi, Ishe Lafin Dienigiga, meaning, hard work is the antidote to poverty. And all we were taught was to work very, very hard. So majority of my generation took that line or that poem, hook, line, and sinker. We ran with it. We worked very hard. And all we did was to work hard. We were never strategic about the kind of work that we are doing. We don't even care to be efficient, in our delivery of hard work. All we were doing was to work very hard. And majority of my generation work hard and they are still poor. Because in this generation, hard work alone does not deliver prosperity, does not deliver, wealth to you. You've got to think about, what is it that I'm working on? Does it have capacity to deliver the work that I'm looking for? You understand? So it is, the first thing is, what am I working on?
What am I working on?
Does it have capacity or potential to deliver the kind of wealth I am really looking for or I really desire? Then how do I do the work in such a way that it will be able to deliver that result or the wealth I'm looking for? It's like it's going to be in threefold now. A lot of questions you need to have beyond hard work. There was a time I did a program. I always have a program on Sundays.
On Sundays.
Educating people about wealth creation, wealth multiplication, And I run beyond hard work, the skills that bring in wealth. Beyond hard work, there is a skill that brings, wealth to you. It is not just hard work. And we ran through series of, lessons on how do you work such that wealth is delivered to you. Now back to your question. How do you draw the thin line between when you need to add value or value for people for free, there's no time. Because even when you are offering value for free, you are doing it in expectation of getting something in future. So you need to be strategic. Who am I offering the value for? How will this value help them in future? Now, if I offer this value for a longer time, what do I stand to gain on the long run? It might not be money. It might be just an endorsement. You know, the part of where that many people don't know, people just think money is just paper. Cash. And they chase paper.
Actually.
And the more they chase money, the more money ran away from them, because nothing wants you to chase it. Everything that is being chased run away. You know, you can't chase money and have plenty of it. Money is not paper. Now, let me just break it down. Sometimes, wealth is classified into like 3 or 4 categories.
Okay.
You have money, financial wealth.
Okay.
That talks about money. We have character wealth. You talk about integrity. Talk about negotiating power. You talk about, you talk about your attitude. You talk about, your reputation in the marketplace. That is character-wise. That you give a promise and you deliver on your promise. Yeah. That is character. You can also spend it like you will spend money. We have network. The relationship you have with people. It's also wealth.
It's a currency on its own.
Relationship can be spent like you spend money. What you will use money to get, you can use relationship also to get it.
And you can waste your relationship too.
And you can also waste it. So is that then you have physical wealth.
Okay.
Your health, which you talk more about. And you are not talking about physical most of the time. You are talking about mental health, which controls even the physical.
So, yeah.
And, in this part of the world, we don't give attention to our mental health. And that is why you see majority are still poor. Why are we poor? We are so big on physical. We are small on the intangible asset that we have. And we don't know that the intangible control the physical. So, and that is why you see people working every day, breaking their back. They are spending their energy and with little result to show. Why? Because we are big on what we are supposed to be small on, and we are small on what we are supposed to be big on. In fact, some people cannot relate. Some work that some of the new generation guys, your age, are doing now, people cannot relate. They're like, these guys are lazy. Because they don't see you go out in the morning and then go and walk. Some people will just tell you that this joke you are just cracking. You better go and secure a good job. You know,
go and look for work.
Go and look for work. It's just laziness. They will tell you, who has it benefited? They didn't know that the world has changed. So I'm saying that wealth is not only money. Money is just a part of wealth. So where you draw the dichotomy of which value to give for free on the now is what benefit will you get later. You are giving value to your pastor or to his ministry for free. You are thinking of, when I give it for free, is it really free? You are just being strategic because your pastor have control of a lot of audience. If he endorse your product, many people from his audience will patronize you and give you money. Have you done it for free? So you should be strategic about what you give for free. If you get a mentor, you can give them your service for free because you are going to benefit more than the value you are going to give to them. You serve them. And when you serve them, you know that one advice from them can save you from bankruptcy. One advice from them can also save you from litigation. And when you are in trouble, when you tell them, I enter into this trouble, one call can save your life or your business. So people like that, you can give them for free. Some other times, your friends, your contemporaries. Because when we talk about relationship, I didn't break it down the other time, that you have relationship with people who are far ahead of you in all ramifications, financially, with wisdom, with business capacity, knowledge. They are ahead of you. You need to relate with them. You need to relate with your contemporaries. People in the same industry as you are, people in different industries, your colleagues, you understand. You relate with them because you can easily exchange ideas. What skill you don't have, they can have it, and they share it with you. And you also need to relate with people, that you are far ahead, people who are below you, and those ones can serve you. You also give back to society through them. You can also serve them. So you need to be very, very strategic in giving value out. You don't just give it. It's just like sowing seed. The value you give for free is like a sowing seed. You need to sow your seed on a fertile ground. You don't just waste it now. So
not on the sandy one.
You understand? When you sow it, you're in the midst of thorn, it will grow, but the thorn will choke it up. You have to be sensitive. You have to be very, very strategic about the value you give. I don't waste my investment. See, I can give money to people. I don't give money to everybody. When I don't see capacity, I will just give you money for food. I won't invest in you because nobody can make you rich except you.
That leads me to the next thing.
Before you go there,
okay.
I will allow you, because when I say that nobody can make you rich except you, people can give you money. You don't solve a poverty problem economically. It's a mindset issue that makes people to get poor. Until you fix that, any money you are dumping on them, you are going to be wasting it. So you can ask your question.
In fact, you are already answering it. Because you really answered that other part, that, okay, when exactly to know when to do a work for free.
Okay.
You understand? And then, because it's investment, do you understand? You have to be strategic.
Yeah.
You have to find a fertile soil that you need to plant your seed into. Or else, you understand, you won't get it. You are just wasting it. So when it comes to the area of giving now, there are some theories that will tell you that, Alpha, relax, so givers do lack. Are you in support of that givers also lack? Because, the culture and religion too, the Muslim part, the Christian part, tradition, say, if you funny like Yoruba will say, givers never lack. What is your theory about givers? Do you think givers too lack? And where do you think giving is required? If you feel that, okay, givers also lack. But if not, can we just give, and then we'll get multiple food in return? Please let me know your concept about giving.
There are a lot of theories, there are a lot of belief systems, and a lot of teaching about giving.
Okay.
And you know that in this part of the world, we are big on religion. And religion has blindfolded a lot of people. We don't question a lot of things. I'm not a religious person. I'm just a spiritual person. I'm trying to be very, very spiritual. And I query a lot of things. As giving is concerned, I believe in giving. And I don't believe in wasteful giving. You understand? I've seen many people who are givers, who do lack. Yes, there is a portion of the Bible that I've been young and now I am old. I've never seen the righteous
forsaken.
Is it forsaken and their children?
Okay. Begging for
bread. Many righteous are begging for bread. Their children are also begging for bread now.
Co-begging.
You understand? And it's not enough to be righteous. You need to. Righteousness alone does not equate wealth. You need to learn the skill that brings in wealth, and you need to apply that skill before you begin wealth. So you can be righteous and you are going to be poor. You can be giving and your giving is going to lead you to poverty.
There is a difference between that.
There are different. There is a way you give so that you receive. It's a function of the heart, and it's a function of why are you really giving? Why are you really giving? It's not just giving. God will not require from you what you don't have. And another thing you need to know is that some people have made giving teaching an industry. It's their business. Some pastors have made it, an industry. An unsuspected individual who are just religious and not spiritual are just their what do you call it now? Their meat. They will tell you, give. You want to write exam, somebody will tell you, you need to give to the work of God so that you can pass an exam. So that you can pass an exam. And if you don't read, if you give, you are still going to fail. It takes reading, understanding, comprehending for you to pass an exam. How does giving
different theories work for?
You understand? So I'm just saying that giving is, an instruction from God. And if you check through the Bible, I'm a Christian. God instructs us to give to people who cannot pay us back. Any help you lend to the orphan, to the fatherless, to the widow, you lend to God. People who cannot actually pay you back, you are doing it for God. But any giving you do that you are expecting a big deal from it, that is not for God. You might be strategic in your value addition, the one we explained the other time, and it's part of it.
Can you give to your family members when they need?
Yes.
Somebody is capable. He has hands. He has the brain to do work and all of those things like that. Can you give to such person, especially when it becomes perpetual?
The thing is that I do give to family members, and I support giving to family members. But I told you the other time, you cannot solve financial problem economically. You can't throw money into problem of mindset. You understand? I believe that you don't give if you don't give. You are not the solution. You are not an almighty God that solves everybody's problem. And if you are not wise enough, people will use you and for their own benefit. How do I mean? Somebody who is working, somebody who can give birth to many children, and send the children to school, he cannot pay for. Banking on you, younger brother, or elder brother, to be the school fees of the children he bore by himself. You should know that is not one time. It's not because he lost his job, but because the younger brother is rich. If the younger brother is rich, or the elder brother is rich, so he's living his life based on the account balance of his elder brother or the younger brother. You know that they just begin to use you, and they will use you if the food finish on the table. They will dump you. People come to you because there are a lot of food on your table. When the food finishes, they will go away. So you should be strategic also in giving. You should be wise. The best way to help your family member is not to be giving money out to solve their problem. It's to empower them in such a way that they will be able to stand on their own. You teach them how to catch fish. You don't teach them. You don't give them fish at all times. There are times you need to help them. Somebody lost his job and his family needs
trying to bounce back.
Then.
But that giving too.
I'm coming.
Okay.
Yeah. You try to make sure that you find a way of empowering them.
Okay.
It is important that if they have skills, you can empower them with tools that they need for their skill to be marketable. Not that you are giving money out. You know one problem. If you pay somebody's house rent, who is your family member this year, he will still ask for you next year to come and pay the house rent. So the best way is not, if it's more than one time, the best way is to deny, because they won't think. God is trying to teach lesson come to you for help, you may be sabotaging God's work in their life when you begin to dash out money to them. I don't know whether you understand. So one, as a Christian, I'm very, very sensitive to when I need to help in that way. And I'm sensitive to when it is not my responsibility to help. You understand? So you need to make sure that you are strategic in that help to help as much as your capacity can bear. But don't let it affect your own saving and investment, because your wealth is not in what you earn. No. Your wealth is in what you are able to save and invest. You understand? So if you are helping people and you don't have investment, the day the food is off the table, you are in trouble. Everybody will go away. I told my sister one day, I said, every person that your father has helped, that refuse to help you, don't be sad. Don't be mad at them. Because Tinaban Joni, Tonjo Meni, Tareni La Kokogbo. You have problem. Your father has helped them. They are also having their own problem. Until they solve their own problem, they can't think of solving your own problem. And they have enough problem on their table already. So it is you that will be wise now, that as you earn money, you save more, you invest more. The remaining one is the one you give out to people. And when the one you have allocated to helping them is finished, it's finished. They wait for next month. So it's not a blanket answer that you should not help your family member. You help them within your capacity. But you should still be strategic about it, okay? Not that you help, you begin to bear the load that is not meant for you to bear. Because if you bear the load that is not meant for you to bear, your neck will be affected, your whole system will be affected, and at the end of the day, you are going to crash.
Wow, that is very reasonable. That is very reasonable because a lot of times I get to wonder and I get to ask, when exactly am I supposed to give? Who am I supposed to give to? You understand? You see people in need, even those who are very close to you, and it becomes perpetual. Funny enough, you just check your own account balance, you see the alpha. You're not in the remain again. So, and it's not in a way that you are putting you are on the fertile, sowing on the fertile that you are expecting returns from. Do you understand what I'm saying? And then you go back to 0 point in terms of all this. And some people will count you as, if this person doesn't give like this, that means this person doesn't have a giving spirit or something like that.
It's a lie. So don't let them see. It's emotional blackmail. A friend has to put it on his DP recently. One of my friends, and he said, if you are owing me and you have not paid because I help you and you didn't pay, it is you and God. That this is not good. And he told me, when I chatted him up, he told me, he said, these people are still living fine and they are owing him money for 3 years. Not small money.
You may even see them buying some luxurious things.
They have used you. Scamming you. So you need to be wise.
New level.
You understand? You need to be wise. Be careful of people you invest. You pity. So you see, some people behave their way into their situation, and they now want you to get them out of those kind of situation. And some people are just pretending. Let me tell you, in the next 3, 4, 5 years, you will see some people doing well that come to you that they are not doing well. They are using their money for investment and they want you to finance their living. Their investment, their earnings, they are saving it, they are investing it.
Oh, so their own day-to-day livelihood.
They want you to finance it. Why they are using their own earning for their investment. Sometimes they have bought land that they are paying instrumentally. You understand? So after they have removed that money, there's nothing left. They can't pay school fees of their children. They didn't plan well. And they want you to be paying the school fees.
Another idea don't come. Another new strategy. They will even screenshot their balance to you.
It is
to know that I don't have anything.
At the end of the day, you will be using. So the best thing is, oh boy, budget. Do your budgeting. How much can you afford to give to family member? If the budget for giving finish for a month, tell them, wait for next month. And it's within how much I have. that I can give. So if your budget for giving next month is 50,000 naira, first come, first serve, or in order of priority, somebody is in the hospital and he can die. Okay, you give that person first, whatever you can afford, except God is telling you. I know you are a spiritual person. You know, God is putting in your mind what to give and how to give, where to give to. But aside that, let everything be
done
on budget. You know, have a mental model of how to give and who to give to. And above all, let God lead you. Let God control you. But don't let anybody blackmail you into giving anything to them. You should be wiser than that. You should be wise, because that is the way they do. That is the way they do. Some people will just call me because they needed money. That's the only time they call. You don't give attention to that kind of person. You know, it's only when you need me to give you money. You know, I don't give attention to you. If I can, I will just send you something. But if I can't, I'm not obligated to that kind of thing.
If you like, tag me as stingy.
You can see, the name people call you is not your name. You should know your name by now.
And you know yourself.
Emotional blackmail does not work. There is a book, I've forgotten the author, Surrounded by Idiots. You need to go and read that book. Surrounded by Idiots. It will explain to you how people behave. You know, the kind of life people live. If you read, you know, White, you understand how people go and read books about human psychology, human kind of behavior. People from Robert Greene, he talk about human nature, law of human nature. Go and read that book. You understand how people behave. The guy wrote another book on the book that all brought him to limelight, The 48 Laws of Power. Go and read that book. You're going to understand how people behave and how people want to dominate, play you.
Gaslight you
into doing what you are not supposed to do. When you read all those books, you understand how people, the nature of a human being, how people behave, and how they want to, you know, they want to use you to get whatever they want to get, and labeling you as a bad person. I think you need to be wiser than their manipulation.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a very intelligent one here. A real estate guru. To be honest with you, is an investor and he invests wisely. Majority of steps I've taken, even when things are not really so nice. He was telling me earlier before this podcast that, you know, when you were doing your food business, because I actually did food business, you know, hustling and the likes like that. And then you still have the mental health part, the content part, while you're still hustling for food, you know, doing food business, selling, and I cooked and all of those things like that, you know. These are experts in what they do. These are people that you don't take their presence for granted. You know, he's been called Bishop. I don't know why. Maybe he will tell us, but that's still the same name. I also call him till now. You know, and before he even starts, you see the lot of nuggets he has dished out already, and I'm already learning so much. It's always a very beautiful thing to have him around. You know, he's an intelligent fellow. I only know where he got his knowledge and his intelligence from. Maybe he will tell us one way or the other. You know, some people are born with that, and well, mentally, I can say some people, you know, they are genius originally. You know, the way their brain is just wired, and you know, their neurons is connected. However, environment too also matters, and so please, it's important that you pay close attention. And then, you know, especially when it comes to investing and when it comes to we young people making decisions. You understand what I'm saying, right? And just like you said, there's something impressive, right? Thank you so much. There's something impressive that I actually did learn from you and what you usually say. You know, a lot of your colleagues, or let me say age mates, they still have this obsolete pattern of doing things even till now. I mean, during your time, there are a lot of things that are not readily available that you do with a lot of energy. And even when it comes to attitudes too, loyalty, giving, and all of those things that we've been talking about, there is this mindset, this cultural perspective that has been built into all of you. That's, you know, it was from small. But one thing I noticed is that majority of your sets like that, they still carry this mindset till now. But one interesting thing I usually hear you say majority of the time is that the world has changed. You always said that thing. I don't know if you do observe that the world has changed now. Everything is changed now. Everything is changed. So that shows a mind that wants to adapt, a mind that understands the things, how things are going, and then you teach to that. There are some pattern that can't work anymore. Which, to be honest, I am very impressed about. And seriously, you have to break it down and then let people know, especially people above 40. Una pattern is obsolete. Learn the new things. Don't feel as though people now, maybe computer or doing anything on the computer like So I'm so impressed that someone like you of that age gap can really have that kind of mindset. So please, in just a few minutes before we continue about the race, please, I don't know how you can just address that.
Thank you so much,
yes, sir,
for what you are doing. That question is a great question that even me, I'm trying to evolve every day. You understand? My girl, who is just like how many years, the way he interacts with camera, it's just like she was born into holding camera.
Oh.
The way she talk on camera, it's just like she has learned it from somewhere. Anytime you give her a camera or you get your phone, she will just be making documentaries. Whatever she will just make documentary. When she sees somebody frying abado, she will just say, "Oh, see this woman, she's frying an abado, and abado is a local this."
Yeah.
And me, I find it difficult to relate with camera. It's like you want to kill me. Sitting down behind camera and speak to camera, to me, it's like a demon somewhere. When we are growing up, we don't have privilege of having computer.
Actually.
So, and being a conservative person that I am, I don't want to destroy anybody's computer or laptop. So it's like a monster that if you try to operate it, it may break down. So I just distance myself from
it. Okay, you did it. Let me use my brain.
You understand? And majority of my colleagues, age mates, we were like that. We were raised, especially if you are coming from a poor background. You don't have all these things. So to relate becomes difficult.
Yeah.
To in those days, I used to teach teenagers. I would tell them, stop going on Facebook. Face your book. Face your book. That was the knowledge that we had that time. Some of them who will have used it to their own advantage. Some of us, restricted them from using it because we thought it will not make them to be focused on their academic. The word of what is that man in biology that talk about adaptation,
evolution,
law of evolution, Darwin. And the like. Darwin's. It is not the strongest animal, that survive.
Yeah, the one that could adapt.
It is the one that easily adapt to changes, and that is where I would draw my knowledge from what you talk about now. That many of my colleagues do not evolve. Evolution is a daily thing. I'm still trying to evolve. I'm still trying to learn. I'm still trying to adapt, adjust to changes in our society. There are areas that I do envy you guys. And I love to surround myself with you guys, people of your age. Why? Because the way you evolve with the new technology is like as automatic as possible. We process it differently. We ruminate. We are so, engulfed with the way we used to do things. It becomes like an identity. Breaking loose becomes difficult. Let me tell you one thing. Somebody knew that what he's doing does not have capacity to deliver him. And he still took pride in doing it. I don't know whether you understand that. This thing cannot take you to promised land. And you are still stuck with it. That you can't leave it for the unknown. And the unknown is better. Let me put it another way. You marry the known that is a devil. And you don't want to leave that devil for an angel that is unfamiliar to you. The common saying
is that it's better you stay with the devil that you know than for you to go and meet the angel that is unknown to you.
AI is changing
The devil.
how everything works. The AI is your devil.
Or the unknown angel, right?
So it's the unknown angel. You understand? How things work now is the unknown angel.
The analog is the devil you are still stuck with.
Analog is the devil you are still stuck with. And when people do not work the way you work, you tag them evil. You tag them. Some people will tell you that. Some people will tell you that because they cannot picture that somebody can make 5 million naira online a month, they will tag you, they will label you Yahoo boy. They will tell you you are using jazz to make money because they can't figure it out. That somebody can just be working online and he can make 5 million naira, can make 10 million naira in a month.
How is that possible? How will you be pressing something? No physical energy.
The status game they now play, because everybody is playing status game, is that you love the devil. We are spiritual. In fact, see the kind of hair you do. It shows that you are far from God. You are children of the devil. That is why you are making money. But we are spiritual. We can't do that kind of a thing. See, we need to evolve from those things and do things differently. You know, learn skills of this that can bring you money in this age. I'm still speaking to people of my age. See, there is no time that you cannot learn. Everybody at any age can learn. If you are 50, you are 60, you can still learn, you know, skills that can help you to make money these days. I still battle with attention. I hate getting attention from people. You know, that's why I'm telling you that every one of us, we are evolving on daily basis. You know, I still battle with being in the face of people. I don't know whether you understand it now. I still battle with that too. So, and I need to evolve because attention now is the currency. You know, if we have people
attention
who are dishing out, you know, information that are bad, and they are making it.
Yes.
Because people who have good information keep quiet. They kept quiet. So, and who people see is who people follow. If they don't see you, they won't follow you now. They are not God. They can't know the value you carry. So, talking about people who it is difficult for them to adapt, to changes easily. See, it's about identity. Who you see yourself to be will determine what you do. It is not just doing. You are just looking at, these people are supposed to see it now. They're supposed to change now. It's beyond doing. You know, we have
embodied
hard work. Sorry, not hard work that way, because you are going to mistaken hard work. I'm not saying you should not be hard work. We have embodied toiling. You know, when they say something is toil, toiling and get, you know, little. We have embodied it. There's somebody, because he doesn't want people to call him a lazy man. Instead of him to sit down at home, work on things that will make him make more money. Do you know what he will do? He will still go out
to labor,
to tell people that he's hardworking, so that people can sympathize and pity and have pity on him when he say that he doesn't have money. And he didn't work hard. Do now Nigeria bad. If not because Nigeria bad, that guy is working.
So I think to be honest, right, one of the things that is killing the older generation, one thing I've realized, right, that's also affecting generation out there, is that they want to prove the last point that you made, proving the point that I'm also hardworking. Báwo lọmọkùnrin ó ṣe wà tí ò ní nǹkan tó ń gbé jáde lọ láti àárọ̀ di alẹ́. So when you come back sweating, when you come back, and then it is a proof to the society that you are hardworking. So if that mindset can just be ejected off, you understand what I'm saying, right? It would really go a long way, because now, just like you said, now the unknown devil now, which is the AI being online, the face, communication, and all of those things like that, or trading online and all of those things, which are the unknown devil to those people, then you understand, if they could just reason, and then if it's even be a matter of changing environment, if you realize that the people in your environment will judge you based on you sitting down at home and all of those things, I think it's okay to just change environment.
What you have said is simple to say, it's difficult to implement. It's difficult. It's something you have embodied. See, if you will be liberated, your mind is the first place to be liberated. You cannot think beyond the level of your mindset.
And how were you rewired? How were you rewiring yourself?
I'm still rewiring myself. The thing is that I learn every day. I sense some.
Not just learning, open-mindedness.
Yes, I have. You can't be learning if you don't have open mind. You know
that means learning did not take place.
You understand? There's this book by who wrote it? He wrote about I've forgotten the author. The fixed mindset and growth mindset. That is the book. That is the name of the book. Growth mindset and open mindset. I've forgotten, is a mathematician that wrote it. Now, she said that a lot of people are with fixed mindset. They believe things are static. You can't change them. And people that have growth mindset, they believe with effort, they can change a lot of things. Majority of us, because of the environment we live in and the way things are being done, we have fixed mindset. We believe that bote wa láti ti kọ́ sí, ó ń bẹ nísinsìnyí, bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ó sì máa rí ayé àìnípẹ̀kun. Somebody will be doing a work, a graduate doing a work that fetch him 100,000 naira in a month. And because of the people, maybe they made him manager, and he will still believe that it's an adultery to change the work that people know him for to another work. So he value that he will prefer to be suffering that work than to change to do another thing. I don't know whether you understand what I'm saying now. So people need to change their mindset. That is what it comes from. You should know that I can learn anything and I can use anything to make money. My identity is not tied to a specific kind of work. Even when you have a vision, even when you have a calling, your calling, for example, can be expressed in diverse ways. It can be expressed. For example, now God calls you to help people, to get people out of trouble. That could be expressed in diverse ways. It can be in health, educating people about how to prevent end challenges. You are helping them. If God calls you to empower people financially, there are diverse ways of doing that. You can just be teaching them how to make money. You are empowering them already. You don't necessarily need to be dashing money to people. I'm just saying that whatever vision you have, whatever calling that you think you have, can be expressed in different ways. And there are many ways these days that lead to the market. It's not only one way that leads to the market. That is just it. When you are a graduate now who study, for example, now civil engineering, and all you want to do is to just be going to site, and a civil engineer can package himself differently and give knowledge about the challenges that people are in construction industry are going through.
Yeah.
And he will not go to site and he will make his money. It can just be through ebook. And people will buy. And he will make money, 5,000 naira per one. He collect the challenges that people are having around, and he provides solution to all of them. And he can hand it over to people and say that they should pay. And people are going to pay. So I'm saying that we need to reevaluate our life. Whatever is not working for you, you need to make sure that you don't quit. You don't just leave your job anyhow. You create a plan. How do I exit from this work that is not paying me so much to something that can pay me so much? In your plan, it is your plan that will say, okay, every day I will learn a new skill for 1 hour. And after 1 year, I should have mastered it. I should have given it for free because there's need of proof that you have learned and mastered it. I would have given it for free. People should have at least endorsed me. Then I will have receive review, you call it now, review, so that people can give me work and they pay me. You understand?
Yeah.
So it is not something that you just learn, but you begin to learn every day and implement it. Then you also join the the group, being in an environment of people who have that skill, who are doing the same thing you want to be doing. You know, you take them as your mentor. You pay for their courses. Then you can serve those people for free.
And you can be older than such person.
What are you talking about? Age is just nothing this generation.
I remember. Bishop, let me say, there was one
nothing.
time I wanted to learn editing and he came to me. Yes. I remember.
Age is nothing in this generation. What are you looking for? Who has it? Subject yourself under that person to teach you. And what you are doing now, in the next 5 years, it might not be relevant. There might still be another thing that will be more profitable than what you are doing. You still need to learn it. So whosoever can, adapt, on time, will benefit from this new generation. But if you cannot adapt and, transform yourself on time, it will be a big problem for you. There's something they call learning how to learn. That is the greatest skill in this generation. You need to know how to learn. Learn on time, put it to use on time.
Fail fast,
and move on. If you are the type who cannot manage, a positive relationship between fear, shame, and embarrassment, you are going to stay there for life. You will be poor because you don't want people to embarrass you.
Fear, shame, and embarrassment.
You need to develop, this kind of positive relationship with them. You will pass through them. If I want to start what you are doing now, I will become a learner, Abi. The first one I do, people will embarrass me. You don't know how to do anything. Is this thing in your own eye? Is it good? You understand? Now, I may feel embarrassed that the whole of me. See, somebody is now telling me that what I've done. And you cannot be good at anything without being bad at it first. So over time, many failures will create successes. So you need to be a learner over and over. And that is the skill that one of the majority of the richest people have learned. They terminate their success at all times. They start from the beginning and they take it to highest level. They terminate their success. They start from the beginning. That is what they do almost every cycle.
Oh.
Every cycle.
Let me move on to this.